What is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing well out there. This is Cam Fats here. A little something on my arm there. It's Cam Fats, aka Cam Jennings, coming at you on behalf of the Cam Fats Daily Vlog. Wanted to do an update today, guys. This is day 100 of my daily vlogging series right here on the Cam Fats channel. And man, it's been crazy. I mean, I got to tell you, it has been a crazy 100 days of daily vlogging. But anyways, the last time I did an analytics update on this channel was on day 60, right? So on day 60, we kind of walked through what the analytics look like. And before that, I did one on day 30. So what I want to do now is I'd like to compare. My phone's ringing, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Guys, I don't think that's anything important. Yeah, that's all right. What I want to do now, guys, is I want to compare day 60 to day 100, kind of take a look at where we're at. As you guys know, the goal for this channel is to get it to 1,000 subscribers and to get it to 4,000 hours of watch time within a 12-month period. Now, what's it going to take to do that? I want to show you guys where I was with this channel on day 60 versus where it's at now on day 100 after vlogging content every single day for the last 100 days. So let me go to screen share and let's go ahead and take a look. All right, so what we're looking at right here is day 100 stats, okay? These are day 100 stats. So as you can see, we got 33,390 minutes of watch time. We got 5 minutes and 21 seconds of average view duration. We got 6,237 views here on day 100. And we see these stats are gradually climbing, just gradually climbing with watch time. We see average view duration gradually climbing. We see views gradually climbing. All these things, 683 likes, gradually climbing. But what do they look like side by side? Here's a video I did on day 60. Now, I took stats from this video and I wanted to compare them. So what I've did is I've opened them up in a simple little document here. Okay, so here's day 60. So let's you know what? Let's highlight day 60. Day 60 can be in yellow. Day 100, let's put day 100 in orange. Okay, so as you can see, on day 60, we had an average of 300. We had 335 hours, 335.91 hours of watch time accrued on this channel. Keep in mind, we're trying to get to 4,000 within a 12-month period. Okay. On day 100, we have increased that to 556.5 hours of watch time. That's a 60.4% increase in watch time hours in 40 days. 60.4% in 40 days. Okay. Average view duration went from 5 minutes and 10 seconds of watch time, of view duration. That's an average of how long someone watches one of my videos. So about 5 minutes and 10 seconds, on day 60. 40 days later, on day 100, that has been increased. The average view duration now is 5 minutes and 21 seconds. As you can see, on day 60, the amount of views this channel had was 3,891. On day 100, the amount of views this channel has is 6,237. Not quite doubled, but I think we're close. Let's just see, 3,891 divided by 6,237 equals. So there again, 62.38% increase in views in 40 days. Subscribers have went up from 95 to 128. So we take the 95 and we divide it by 128, and we can see subscriber base has increased. Well, I did my math wrong on that. That's not a 74% increase in subscriber base, but basically it's went up. Man, that's gonna bug me. Now I'm on live stream trying to do math. What a fool. Anyways, it's probably went up. You know, look, it's probably went up about 30%. We see subscriber base probably increase about 30% on here. Now I'm embarrassing myself on live stream trying to do math. But anyways, I'll figure that out before the day is over. I think basically, anyways, I'm not going to go into math right now. Clearly I'm either forgotten how to do basic business math, or I'm just freaking clueless some days. But anyways, subscriber base has probably went up about 30% there. Likes have went up again. You know, likes have went up almost 300 likes in the last 40 days. Dislikes again have increased a little bit, from 1 dislike to 5 dislikes within the last 40 days. Comments from 168 comments the first 60 days to 382 comments in the next 40 days. This is interesting, you know, because think about it. I mean, comments have almost doubled. 168 times 2 is 336. So the amount of comments have more than doubled in the last 40 days. Okay. So the amount of comments I had my first 60 days, I have more than doubled that in the last 40 days. So that's interesting. That's an interesting stat. Shares have went up a little bit from 25 to 36. So basically you guys can see exactly what these graphs are telling us. The channel is growing. It's growing at a fairly slow rate. Some analytics are indicating better growth than others. This analytic right here, comments. Now, this is a good indication that my core audience is growing. Like, even though my subscriber base is growing slowly, my core audience, my loyal followers, that group of people is growing. That's the only way you grow a stat like this, and you more than double it in less time. Okay, so that's good. The amount of view duration also has increased. The only way you increase something like this is if people are watching your videos a little bit longer, because this is an average. It has nothing to do with how many videos I'm putting out. I could have put out 30 zillion videos, and if people aren't watching them at all, then my average view duration's probably going to go down. Well, that's not completely true, because the more videos I got out, mathematically, the view duration will go up a little. Actually, view duration, no, I don't think so. Maybe I just don't understand that stat good enough. But it's my understanding of view duration. It's not really a matter of how many videos you're putting out. It's a matter of how long people are watching your videos on average. But that, again, that stands to reason. You know, if you got a zillion videos out and you got so many people watching your videos, you know, a minute a piece or 2 minutes a piece on average, I mean, it stands to reason that honestly it has no effect. It really has no effect, because if you have a zillion videos out and people aren't really watching them that much, you know, you got a 10-minute video out and they're watching like a minute of it or something, that's going to cause your view duration to go down. So it doesn't really matter. To me, this average view duration is an indication that my core audience on this channel is growing, that the loyal followers are growing on this channel. However, this subscriber base is an indication that overall the audience is growing fairly slowly. Also, I've had subscribers complain that they're not getting notified when my new videos are coming out, and it's bugging them. So that's annoying. So that's a problem YouTube is having. The notifications thing is not really working the way people want it to. Now, I know that it's working the way YouTube wants it to, because the way YouTube wants it to work is they want, hold on a second, guys. Let me stop sharing. So the way YouTube wants it to work with the, sorry guys, I lost my train of thought. I saw that ugly face right there and I was like, what? Who put that joker back on the screen? Put the analytics back on, man. Put the analytics back on. Anyways, yeah, no. So for real, yeah, the way YouTube is working now is they're kind of in love with artificial intelligence. You know, they got their little bot that's running around deciding what we watch as viewers. And that's the kind of stuff they want to put in front of us. You know, if they see that you're watching like paparazzi videos, or if they see that you're watching like stamp collecting videos, it doesn't matter what your notifications or say, it doesn't matter what you're subscribed to, they're going to put more of those paparazzi videos and stamp collecting videos in front of you. So, you know, it makes sense that my subscribers are complaining about that, because they're not getting notified of the stuff they signed up to be notified for. Basically, it takes the whole subscription system and the whole notification system, and it kind of makes it less valuable. So that's a little bit upsetting for the subscribers. So, you know, it's a little upsetting for the content creators. Obviously, that's something you have to combat. Like, this channel is somewhat of a case study. You guys know that. I've said that on multiple occasions. The goal is to take this one to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours of watch time, or 365 days. That's my goal right now with this channel. You know, right now I want to choose my words carefully, because I don't want to discourage anybody from, you know, doing YouTube, because I think YouTube's awesome. Right now, well, you know what? I'll tell you what, before I talk about what I think right now with analytics and all that stuff, I want to read a very interesting article to you guys that I thought was cool. And to do that, I want to go back to screen share. And I think this is going to put the whole watch time argument in perspective. Okay, because the thing about it is, guys, you know, this channel has, what did I say about, it has about, so it has 556 hours and 556 hours of watch time right now after 60 days, or after 100 days. Okay, so I mean, look, you know, it's compounded at 60%, but you know, when I was thinking about that, I was like, you know, at this current rate, you know, it's going to be just under 2 years before this channel would be eligible for, you know, monetization, just ad revenue monetization. Now, is that really important? No, it's not important, because you can monetize your channel in other ways besides that. But it is important as far as like morale, if that makes sense. Morale, just moral, you know, morale. Let me say that the right way. Morale. It's important as far as morale, especially when you do daily uploads. That's you know, it's a little bit of work, you know, committing yourself 2 to 3 hours a day for this kind of a thing, and to not be making any money off of it. It's like, who really wants to dedicate 3 hours of their day to something that doesn't appear to be paying them back in any way? That's hard, especially if you have a family, because then it gets hard to justify that. That's a lot of time on a hobby. I mean, how many people spend 3 hours a day on a hobby, you know? So I don't know. I mean, it's an interesting argument. Let me show you guys something else though. Okay, this is interesting. When we talk about the watch time, how to mathematically and practically get 4,000 hours of watch time on your YouTube this year as a small creator. Okay, guys, this was published on January 18th of this year, so it's quite current. And I found this article very fascinating. So let's check this out, okay? So YouTube just announced new monetization guidelines. I'm a small creator. The above image was screen capped from an email direct from YouTube. I'm going to skim some of this, guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing. We're going to be talking about the mathematical way that small creators can reach 4,000 hours of watch time in the next year. I went back to the roots of my algebra days and came up with the following word problem. If watch time has to be 4,000 hours in 1 year, what's the minimum amount of videos you need to make this year? How many views does each video need to get? And how long should the video be? Okay, so number one, each video you make, let's just assume gets the minimum amount of views needed and was watched all the way through by each of these views. We'll call these views pure views because this assumes they were watched in their entirety. Now, guys, we all know that's an improbability. Most viewers do not watch a video all the way through. My videos average between 10 and 20 to 30 minutes. My average watch time, my average view duration, like you saw, is 5 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay, so it's an improbability, but we're assuming these things. Okay, so number one gets the minimum amount of views needed and watch time all the way through. And view time is all the way through. So number two, since videos stay around forever, older videos can increase in views randomly and consistently throughout the year. So since this math would be extremely complicated, we're not talking about that. I like it. So here are the things that we know. We know that 4,000 hours of watch time is equal to 240,000 minutes. We also know that YouTube prefers 10-minute long videos. So 10 minutes will be the baseline for part of our discussion. Let's begin. To reach the 240,000 minutes of watch time needed, you could make 240,000 videos at 10 minutes long with each getting 1 view. This is impossible. You could make 2,400 videos at 10 minutes long with each getting 10 views. This is also pretty unreasonable. Guys, he's talking about making that within a 12-month period. Okay, so, and then 240 videos at 10 minutes long with each getting 100 views. Now we're talking. Though 100 views would be hard to get on every video unless every video you make is a quality video. The thumbnail is very clickable and extremely search friendly. This won't be as hard. Basically, if you ride on the trends the entire year and create a bunch of how-to videos along with niche content and the content you want to make, we're looking at an extremely possible situation. So when he says 240 videos a year, you know, it's about 5 videos a week, right? 365 divided by 240. So, man, my math is jacked today. Yeah, so whatever. So it's anyways, whatever. It's probably about and whatever. I'm not even gonna deal with math today. Having a crazy day. So 240 videos at 10 minutes long, each get 100 views. That means videos need to have a total of 1,000 watch time minutes, which is equal to about 16.5 hours. Okay, extra tip, take a look at your video library. If you have a video that has already received 1,000 watch time minutes in the span of a year, find out what made it work so well and try to replicate its success. We also know that 240 videos a year gives us an additional 125 days in the year where a video is not being uploaded. This means 1 video every 1.5 days. That's what my calculator was telling me. 1 video every 1.5 days. That's what it was saying. Duh. Or roughly 5 videos a week, which is what I said. Only 10 minutes a piece, and you got a nice weekend off. But 100 views is still a lot for a small channel to maintain, including myself. So you spend 5 days a week recording, editing, uploading, and then the other 2 days are left from promoting your videos in the right Facebook groups, subreddits, Twitter, etc. But for argument's sake, and because I still have plenty of more math for you, let's say 100 views still seems like a lot. And let me tell you, it still is kind of a lot because when you're first getting started, 100 views a video, it doesn't happen that much because you don't have enough of a following. You don't have enough people watching your stuff. We look at my views, okay? These are my top 10 videos, okay? So most of them, but some of them don't. 985 views on this one, 268 on this one, 165 on this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of my top 10 videos have, or this is 10, right? 4, yeah. So this is 4 of my top 10 videos have over 100 views. The rest don't have 100 views, right? And I've been publishing videos every day for 100 days. So, you know, the stats are interesting, but they're not extremely realistic, especially if you consider that the assumption is that they're watching the video all the way through. So that's not quite realistic. Okay. So anyways, most people will even tell you you should have daily content anyways. So 365 videos a year at 10 minutes long means that you only need to get about 66 views on every video you upload. Okay, so let's look at that. Okay, so now 66 views on every video I upload. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 10, and my top 10 have 66 views. It's a little more realistic. It's a little more realistic, especially when things start compounding from the views coming up, you know, daily uploads and all. But what if I show you something crazier? If you increase each video by 1 minute extra, then you have 365 videos, each at 11 minutes long. Now you only have to get 60 views instead of the initial 100 views. But let's get even crazier. Here's a chart that shows you how many views you have to get on each video if you make 365 videos this year based on the length of the video. Right? So here's the length of the video. Here's the number of videos. They're all 365 they're all 365 because it's assumed that you're going to do a daily upload. All right? So if the video is 1 minute long, you need 657 views, right? If the video is 19 minutes long, you need 34.6 views of video. Interesting. Right? Interesting. So the math is telling you that the longer your videos are, the less views you need. That's what the math is telling you. So longer videos are better, right? If your video is 30 minutes long, you need 21.9 views per video, right? To reach your 4,000 hours of watch time within 365 days. Okay. So who wants to make a 30-minute video a day on YouTube? Now we're talking about like podcast territory where you're basically you're speaking content every single day. And you could argue those are easy videos to make, but you could also argue that it's not always fun to talk for an hour and a half on live stream. Okay. And you could also argue that every single day, like it's a little bit difficult to figure out what the heck you're going to be talking about, especially if you're trying to leverage niche related content. If you're trying to niche down into a very specific topic, which gives you the best chance to grow, then it becomes a little bit more difficult to upload daily and do 30 to 60-minute videos. So there's definitely a little bit of strategy required. It's definitely not impossible, you guys, at all. By any means, it's not impossible. It's very doable. But what I'm saying is there's definitely strategy required if you want to succeed. You can't just go at it willy-nilly, you know, and just jump right into it and then expect mad success. There's definitely some strategy required, and it's definitely going to require you to stick to your guns and be ready for the long game. That's what I'd say about that. What you'll notice here is that if you create the kind of content that is shorter, anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes long, you'll have to get a lot better at promoting your content, right? So that you can get more views on them and be able to reach the watch time required. Keep in mind, though, that these view numbers are still nothing crazy, as we don't have a single video that would require you to go above 700 views. Once we get into the 20-minute range of content, which is tons of channels already create videos at this length, you start to only have to get around 30 views or less per video. And once you get towards the half-hour length or longer, those pure views can be in the single digits, right? Meaning that podcasts and live streams only have to be viewed by a few people. But maybe you want to focus more on the quality of your video and not put out as many videos. Well, then the less videos you make, the more you need to advertise them to ensure that you get more views. So here's another chart showing you the amount of 10-minute videos you need to put out throughout the year and the amount of views required to make that watch time. So this is the amount of 10-minute videos you need to put out through the year and the amount of views required to make the watch time. So this is the number of videos only going to require one view, 10-minute video to get to 240,000. It's like impossible, right? 240,000 videos in a year. We talked about that earlier. But if we go down here to 24 videos a year, 24 videos a year would require 24 videos a year require 1,000 views, right? 24 videos a year require 1,000 views of video. 24 videos a year would require 1,000 views of video. Everyone needs to be a hit. So 300 videos a year, 342 videos a year require about 70 views of video. And we talked about this earlier in this article. So we get it. The more videos you put out, the less views you need, essentially. The less videos you put out, the more views you need to have reached the required 4,000 hours of watch time. This assumes that every video you put out is only 10 minutes long, and that's the baseline. But we'll see that the more videos you put out, the less views you need to get on each video. Obviously, the top part of the chart is practically impossible. So the first realistic goal here, depending on the kind of content you make, is 686 videos this year. I would say that this bottom part of the chart is almost impossible as well, unless you're using paid advertising. Now, if you're driving paid traffic to these views, if you're using YouTube to drive traffic, see, like 24 videos a year is one video every 2 weeks. So if you put the video out and you do a good job on the video, and then you drive YouTube video ads to that video, or you just use that video as an advertisement for your channel. Every time you put out a video, put the video out, then, you know, dedicate a certain advertising budget to putting that video in front of other audiences that makes sense for that video. That I could see where in a 2-week period, you could easily drive the views to over 1,000. Now, they're not going to be pure views in the definition that he gives you, because he's saying it needs to be watched for at least 10 minutes. You know, so I don't think it's going to be pure view, especially just, you know, being put in front of people like that. But I do think that it's possible. But just organic traffic, free traffic, I don't think so, man. Not starting from scratch. 24 videos a year, getting over 1,000 views. That's not realistic, man. Not when you don't got any audience at all and you're just starting out. And that's kind of what he's saying. So obviously the top part of the chart is practically impossible. So the first realistic goal here, depending on the kind of content you make, guys, I'm going to check your comments in a second too. Let me go over here and see what anybody's saying. What's up, fellows? Mike Hurd, what's going on? Sonic Studios, what's going on? Hey, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, 100 days, man. 100 days of this craziness. Can't believe it. Sonic wants to know if I can react to his YouTube channel trailer live. Drop a link, man. Drop a link right here. Drop a link right here. We'll take a look at it. Drop a link, Sonic Studios. We'll take a look at it. All you guys, if any of you guys watching this have YouTube channels, drop a link. And when I get done talking about these analytics and stuff, we'll go over them. We'll take a look at your YouTube channels and give you a little bit of screen time. So maybe get you some subscribers and stuff. So cool. All right. All right, cool. So the next main one is 365 videos, which was covered above. But then right under that is 240 videos, again, only requiring you have 100 views. The less videos you put out, the more views you need to have reached the required watch time. Now, let me ask you guys a question at this point in the game. Is anyone getting the impression from this article and from looking at my personal analytics, is anyone getting the impression that it is fairly difficult to reach 4,000 hours of watch time in a 12-month period when you're first getting started? Drop me a comment. Let me know in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up button if you think, yes, this looks extremely difficult to achieve. So look, I think the message here, you guys, and I want to give you a little bit of encouragement too, okay? The message here is that the audience is your true asset in this situation, not the watch time, not the ad revenue. You could be making lots of money from your YouTube channel long before you get approved for, long before you get approved for, ad revenue on YouTube. Okay. And that's the facts, because I can tell you, I mean, this has been a couple years now, a few years ago, but I remember, I was running traffic from my zero fats channel to a membership program, and I only had 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers on it. Now, in those days, I was eligible for monetization. These days now, you wouldn't be eligible for monetization. So that's the funny thing. I was probably driving maybe 500 unique visitors a month to that website. And it was making me a few thousand dollars a month just with continuity. So, I mean, I wouldn't have been eligible by YouTube standards for ad revenue. And like, I think that if someone doesn't see the perspective, if they don't see the big picture, then they're going to look at that, and like on an emotional level, it's going to be kind of degrading. You're going to feel like you're putting in all this work and like you're not good enough, and then you're going to start looking around and you're going to start thinking, man, everyone does better videos than me. My videos must suck. No one likes my videos. I can't get any more subscribers, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Man, that's that mental game. That's just that mental game. Don't worry about all that nonsense, because the fact is, you can be making lots of money off the audience that you do have long before, that 4,000 hours of watch time. But that 4,000 hours of watch time, it almost looks like some kind of benchmark or something. It almost looks like YouTube's putting something out there. It's like a way to, measure yourself. And it's almost like you're not good enough if you can't reach this. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of puts that in your head. But I don't want you guys to think like that, okay? Just because you're not hitting 4,000 hours of watch time, that doesn't mean you're not good enough. And it doesn't mean your channel sucks either, okay? Because that benchmark that YouTube put there, that has very little to do with you guys. That has very little to do with me. That's the game, man. That's just the game. That's the gas, dude. That's the gas. YouTube's just, they're pulling out all this crazy stuff, man, trying to get, in bed with the advertisers again. They're trying to, play favorites with the top content creators. They're trying to divide that money pie among less people. That's all it is, okay? It's all about money. It's the answer to 99 out of 100 questions. It's money. They want to divide that money up among less people. And that's exactly what's happening. So I mean, they'd rather pay, you got $1,000, YouTube's going to get half of it. Do they want to divide it among, a million content creators? Or do they want to divide it among 1,000 content creators who are putting out family-friendly content that their advertisers like? You guys know the answer. I don't have to tell you the answer to that. So that 4,000 hours of watch time doesn't have really anything to do with anything, man. That's just YouTube looking out for YouTube. But what I'm telling you guys is you can look out for you guys. You put 500, you put 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel that are loyal followers, that like your videos, that like what you're doing. You can make good money with that kind of a situation. I'm telling you. It doesn't matter about that watch time. I do these analytics videos just because I want to show you guys how fast you can grow a YouTube channel from nothing. But I want you guys to understand one other thing too. I want you to understand that the Cam Fats Daily Vlog is a channel about nothing. Like, I talk about everything on this channel, and I do it on purpose. I want to show you guys what it looks like when you try to start a brand new channel where you just talk about anything you want, random stuff. I will talk about movies on this channel. I will talk about what I did today on this channel. I'll talk about marketing. I'll talk about, books that I read. I'll talk about anything on this channel, anything. We'll talk about artificial intelligence. We'll talk about, all kinds of dumb stuff. And this is what it looks like. You guys see the content that I'm putting out. You see what I'm talking about. And this is what the growth rate looks like on a channel like that. Personally, I think the growth rate's a little on the slow side, but I also am learning lots of new tricks. YouTube in 2018 is a different animal than it was in 2016. I promise you that. It's a different animal, you guys. It's based on viewer behavior. It's not based on, it's not based on like dominating small spaces as much as it's based on viewer behavior now. So it's a lot different. It's a lot more tricky to build your audience here now. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad I did this experiment because, look, when you got like a bunch of subscribers on your channel, you're kind of blind to what it is to start something brand new. Like I have another channel with like 16,000 subscribers. It's easy for me to kick back on that channel and say, listen, man, here's what you want to do. You want to do at least no less than one video a week. You want to talk about a very specific subject and just be consistent and put content out there. Look, man, you know what? That was great in 2015 and 2016, but in 2018, it takes more than that, and I would have never really realized that because on that channel, every time I put out a video, easily it gets 150 views like in the first day. On this channel, though, it's not like that. Starting brand new in 2018 is a whole different experience, man. And I love being in this position where I know what it's like to start over so that I can relate to the new people who are starting right now. But that being said, guys, listen, YouTube's the new television. So, having a show on YouTube is a big deal if you want to make money on the internet. All right. And anything else really, whatever, but I think it's a really good way to advertise whatever else you're doing. But I digress. Anyways, so again, remember that these are pure shares. At the end of the day, though, here are the things you need to consider. What types of videos can I make that are extremely shareable or would be watched if you shared them in the right place? Find things that people haven't covered yet. Find things that people haven't covered yet. Do something unique. Now, this is interesting he says that because I think that is such a hard thing to pull off right now. I think that is such a hard thing to pull off on YouTube right now. I mean, when you go to YouTube, it feels so big, so vast. It feels like everyone has literally talked about everything like ad nauseum, right? Like it feels like everyone has talked about everything way too much. And so it's overwhelming to go there and try to find a way to do this. That being said, I think when it comes to this kind of a situation, I think that you can talk about things that people have already talked about, but you can bring your own unique spin to it. Because even though people have already talked about these things, they don't have your personality. They don't have your opinions on the subject. You have your own opinions on these subjects, and those are unique to your personality. So these are things that I think can really help you create separation and stand out personally. But I hate it when people say stuff like this, man, because my goodness, I mean, has this guy even looked at YouTube this year? I mean, do something unique. I mean, really? Everyone has done everything, it feels like, on YouTube. It's probably not true, but it feels that way. It really does. Consider diversifying your content. If you're a Let's Player, do live streams and other types of gaming content. If you're an animator, live stream your animating sessions, do behind-the-scenes videos. If you're a musician, do covers, record raw sessions of your music, live stream gigs, performance. I think that's excellent advice. Do different things. Do different things. Try to stay in your niche. Cam Fats Daily is not a niche YouTube channel. We just talk about whatever here. So, but I'm always, you guys know, if you watch this vlog every day, I'm always trying to diversify my content. Like I'll do all kinds of different little ways of doing things, different little experiments and different kinds of videos and stuff. And that's just me trying to diversify, trying to step outside the box and do different things. In fact, live stream. This past year on my gaming channel, I had 1,566 hours of watch time. The top 10 most watched videos only made up 24% of my entire watch time, and 8 out of 10 of those were live streams. Live streams will get you more watch time. I concur with that, you guys. Every time I do live stream videos like the one you guys are watching right now, it always has high watch time. So, so there's definitely something to doing the live streams. Consider doing a weekly podcast in your niche. On my main channel, 91% of my watch time in the past 5 months came from my top 10 most watched videos. 5 of 10 of those were podcasts. Chances are you know something about your niche and can provide some kind of value there. Above all else, make good content. Too many people focus on the numbers and don't realize that maybe they still need to work on learning how to make good videos. I was there once, and I still have plenty of room to grow. I'm sure you do too. I want to say something about that. Let me just stop my screen share really quick. What I'll say about that, you guys, is good content's relative, right? I mean, do you guys agree? I mean, I think good content's relative. DRVN's in the house. You guys know DRVN? If you don't know who DRVN is, let me tell you something. You probably heard some of his songs in my daily vlogs. DRVN is a very talented rap artist. So make sure you get over to Free Music Archive. DRVN, man, drop a link to your YouTube channel, dude. But very talented rap artist who's contributed some songs to this very daily vlog. So that's awesome. But anyways, guys, yeah, what I would say, man, is good content is relative. And he says focus on good content, and I agree, focus on good content, but good content is relative. My wife, she likes to watch these like homesteading videos. This lady, she lives on kind of like a homestead, and she takes care of her kids, and she's got a husband, and it's just kind of like they kind of stay off the grid and everything, and they do these really long videos, and she likes that. She thinks that's interesting. I think it's kind of boring personally, but I mean, well, everybody. So like what I'm saying is good content is relative. So don't beat yourself up about what other people are doing. I guess what I'm saying is, yes, focus on creating good content, but sometimes when people go on that quest for creating good content, they start looking around at what other people are doing. And what I'm saying, like, your version of good content doesn't need to be like Casey Neistat. It doesn't need to be like, this guy over here, that guy over there. Your version of good content might be something different. So I wouldn't beat yourself up too much trying to be like other people. Here's what I think good content entails, okay? I think good content has some entertainment value in it, right? And usually like entertainment value comes in the form of a story, right? On this vlog we've been doing, or on this daily live stream we've been doing right here, guys, I've been trying to talk to you guys, tell you stories about my life and my experience on this channel. And I've also been trying to provide something else, right? So here's the two things that I think are needed for good content, right? And it's really easy: entertainment value and actionable content. If you can give people some kind of entertainment value, like in the form of story or something else, like DRVN, he does music. And then if you can give people some actionable content, something actionable that can actually like just help them, like they can get something from it, a takeaway, then to me, that's good content. That's good content. That's what I think, anyways, yeah. So guys, I want to extend the olive branch right here on this live stream. If you guys are watching this, if you have a YouTube channel, feel free to go ahead and drop a link to your YouTube channel, you guys. And if I can help you expand your audience and get some exposure for your channel, man, that's awesome. That would be great. If it's one thing I've learned over this past 100 days of doing daily vlogs, you guys, it's this: if you want a friend, be a friend. Because the best way that I figured out to expand my audience on this channel here in 2018 is by going out there and helping other people with their channels, helping other people with what they're trying to do, basically enjoy other people's content. And by doing that and commenting on their stuff and showing them love, that kind of creates the circle of life a little bit. It all kind of comes back to you. So that's what I would recommend above all. Anyways, I think that's about it for this video, guys. Man, I hope analytics have helped you a little bit looking at these analytics. I hope they've been telling. Don't let them discourage you at all. I mean, if you want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Um, and yeah, I think day 100 is a wrap. I appreciate you all watching the videos, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.